Hey, good morning. Now, you probably need one of these shirts, but we'll talk about that later. um, let's sort out some bar chords. Say like maybe the first bar chord you ever learned was probably an F. And you're probably seeing that this is an E shape here. It's just like E going up 1 fret higher. So again, here's E, kind of trying to get a good angle. Going up 1 fret higher. So the bar is pretty much like a capo coming down here. And you just gotta squeeze the heck out of it like that. And those muscles might not be used to that. You probably got stronger hands than me, but I've got some muscles in here that might be stronger than what you got. So somehow we'll meet in the middle, but so again, it's just like an E chord. That's F, and you're hitting all 6 strings. You can check each one. And what we're looking for is like some of those little pinched out things. So you probably know F goes up 2 frets. There's G. 2 more frets is A. 2 more frets is B. B to C is a half step. That's 1 fret. Half step. 2 frets to D. That's a whole step. So a 2 fret jump is a whole step. And 2 frets is E, which is a little too cramped because I'm hitting the body. So I might just do this much of it. I'll just take my index out. That's cool. Now, here's where people get a little bit confused. Is if I said, give me an F minor, you might go, this, nope. Well, this, nope. This, nope. F minor is just taking off your middle finger. So you got a major chord and a minor chord right there. This finger on a minor can lay flat on your index, so you kind of help and crush down that index. Let's see how I do that. And G minor, A minor, those are whole steps. Oops, whole step. B minor, it's a whole step. C minor, half step. Whole step to D minor. All right. How about if I said, give me an F7. Again, you might this. No. All it is you just take away pinky. So the F minor looks just like an E minor chord, but up 1 fret. An F7 looks just like an E7, but up 1 fret. F7, whole step to G7, whole step to A7, whole step to B7, half step to C7, whole step to D7, and too crowded to get up there. Okay, so make sure you got those down. So I'm just responding to what I see people do. That's what I do. That's what I base my lessons on. Maybe misconceptions or, not quite being taught correctly. I'm fixing things or just filling in holes. I don't have all the answers, but I just fix things as we go. Now, if we say, hey, give me show me the other. So these are E-shaped chords, shaped like an E major, E minor, E7, and we convert it to bar chords, slide it up. The other big shape is the A shape. And I'd be really happy if you played your A with middle ring pinky. Now, sometimes people are taught to make their bar chords like this, which can work. for the A-shaped bar chord. It can work. The advantage is you've got a better chance of the first string ringing out. So that's the way that is taught. But I don't like it. I mean, you know, if you need to do it like that once in a while, cool. But your general everyday rocking is going to be, watch this. I'm going to go from F to B flat, back to F. The problem with the B flat like this, or A-shaped chord, laying the ring finger flat on only 3 strings, the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. The problem is the underside of your ring finger is probably going to touch the 1st string, which gives you this sound. Oops, I'm trying to make it sound a certain way. It's either muted or you lay it flat and you get this ridiculous sound like this. That's just too happy for the rockin' work I'm gonna do. That's a B6, a B flat 6. So if you smash that super flat, that's not good. So the bad news is, and stay with me here, this ring finger should be curled. Well, it should be bent backwards. Yeah. It reminds me of when my brother used to pin me on the floor and practice bending different parts of my body into painful positions. Made me tough, though. When the kids at school tried to pick on me, they didn't stand a chance. Because I said, there's absolutely no way you're going to pick on me, dude. Sorry. Wrong guy. I may be small, but I'm crazy. You don't want to mess with me. So anyway, I just bent that. Anyway, that's kind of what you got to do. Let's see if I can do it, Mr. Guitar Teacher. I'm straining. See how it's bent? That's horrible. And I have to make people do that at the guitar lesson. It's like, okay, kid, are you ready to suffer? No, I don't want to be mean. So what? Now, stay with me here. We're going to make it better. You can omit the 1st string or mute it, which is probably going to happen. I'm just going to relax. I'm not a guitar teacher. I'm just a dude hanging out. I'm going to hit that chord. Let's see what I got. Muted. Fine. Absolutely 100% okay. Never once at a show has somebody tapped me on the shoulder after a gig and asked for a refund because they couldn't hear the 1st string on the bar chord. Sometimes this note will work. Sometimes it'll be muted. Try not to think about it. Mainly, all you want are the 4 middle strings. So this is an A-shaped chord that's movable. Gets you all 12 keys. So it's kind of like mutual funds. You got to invest. Start investing when you're young. Take a certain amount of money out every month. Have your bank do it and invest in mutual funds. And you're going, oh man, I don't want to invest in that. I need to buy beer and gas and chase women. And you're like, I want to spend my money. Nope, invest it in mutual funds. And by the time you get to be a geezer, you're like, holy biscuits. That interest has really kicked in. All right, same thing here. We're going to invest some pain here. And in the future, you'll be going, Brook, thanks a lot for making me do the bar chord because now I can rock. And that's where we're going with this. That's the payoff. So you're investing a little pain and discomfort here. Looks like index is also on the fat string, which is okay. All right. There's a lot going on here. This is good stuff. What you got to be able to do is kick it back and forth from F to B flat to F. They're musical neighbors. They're related musically. They're in songs. You need that. So the ring finger just falls flat and comes back. Ring finger just pivots. So that's got to be kind of mechanical. That's in a lot of songs. And that's F and B flat, and they are related. If we go up 2 frets, you got G, C, G. It's pretty simple, but you know, if you go 2 frets higher, it hurts. A, D, A. That's my motto is, hey, it's simple, but it's not easy. 2 frets higher, B, E, B. My middle finger is leaving. It just lifts a tiny bit. I remember when I grew up next to this family that had albums and stereos and tape decks and boats, sailboat and sports car, and you know, they weren't rich, but they had some, you know, toys. They had a lot of kids, and I love going over there. And my one kid was a little older, and he would always buy the newest albums. He'd say, Brook, sit down, I gotta show you this album. Look at this band. They're called the Runaways. These girls are only 16 years old. I'm like, and I was always like, no way. There's no way. And I was about 15 or something. He's like, sit down and shut up. And he put on the album, The Runaways, gave me the album cover to look at. I was like, oh my God, those chicks are hot. And the first song he played was like this. Cherry Bomb. I was hooked. All right, I gotta go. Hit them bar chords.